I could start this video here. This is a day in my life in Paris. But that would be dishonest. The truth is, despite being in Paris for the first time,
getting to see the Eiffel Tower for the first time in my life, I did not expect it to be this pretty.
I watched from my bed as hostelmate after hostelmate of mine left to make the most of their mornings. And yes, you heard that right. I'm staying in a hostel. Although I have this dream opportunity as a flight attendant to travel our world, I found myself in a situation where my finances just don't match.
Oh, things are so expensive. Yeah, I'm gonna drink water with my thing. Does that help?
So this was pretty much the only way for me to do this trip. The lack of space to get ready, gross bathrooms,
No way. This is not what I thought I was getting myself into.
and need to be really quiet led to me just rewatching my own TikToks. That's easier than going headfirst at life in a new country, but eventually I got there.
I have my clothes, but you can't really. I'm dressed.
This is a day in my life in Paris. Paris, I feel like you're gonna get in trouble for doing what I'm doing right now. But we're gonna take the 56 to République Voltaire. Cool thing is, everybody here wears black, and I'm finally on code with everyone. That's the bus stop we're going to right there.
I went full 180, bro.
The hostel that I just came out of is the People Hostel in Nation. So Nation is this area that I'm in right now that you can see behind me. It's pretty cool. It's this whole roundabout. You have the beautiful Parisian buildings. You have people biking. You have just so much happening all at once, and it's this huge transit hub. Burger King is here, a ton of restaurants, La Boulangerie, I believe the bakery is here. There's a ton of stuff in Nation. It's a really cool area to stay in. I would say that a lot of the things I've wanted to go to are a little bit far from here, like you have to commute a little bit. Parlez-vous anglais? République?
No,
Yeah.
marathon.
Oh, okay. Do you go close?
Marais, métro 5, métro 5.
5.
Non, métro 2.
Metro 2.
Marais, métro 5. We change, métro 5.
République. Okay.
Okay?
Merci.
No,
Not expecting that. He said take Metro 2 to Metro 5. Parlez-vous anglais is how you say, do you speak English? And he only spoke a little bit, the bus driver, but he was telling me to take Metro 2 to Metro 5. So I think, actually it says an arrow going that way. He was trying to explain to me that there's a marathon going on right now, and because of the marathon the bus is running all weird, so you can't really get to République, which is near the 3rd arrondissement. The 3rd arrondissement is where this coffee shop that I want to go to. So let's try to get there. This is so cool. I was not expecting that. I was expecting this to be kind of easy. Metro 2.
Si vous le mettez, vous nous reprenez. Là, pas vous êtes bon, je sais pas. Prenez la machine à gauche, vous pouvez passer le
Bought this 2-day pass, 2 jours. It did not work at all yesterday, and maybe it was just waiting for the day to reset because it just worked. Oh, fudge. That might be my train. the 5, it's going to take me more time potentially. I could take the 3 and be there a little bit quicker because I think the 5 is a longer connection. The train doesn't connect to the 5 as quickly, whereas the 3, I'm already here. It's been like a few stops on the train. This is so cool. I feel like I'm studying abroad. It's crazy. I'm navigating France without my phone because, I mean, I used it a little bit, but it doesn't have connection right now, so I really have to read the signs and be alive, be here. What I love about France, you can see on some of the candies, like for example, like Kit Kat there's an E rating. It's just so easy to know what's worse for you and what's better for you. I want to look this up. Why are the soda cans flipped upside down? Does that make them drop out better? Does that mean it gets jammed less? Is that healthier? Why don't we do that in the US? And some of these are right side up. The cans are right side up. You know, it's interesting. They even sell water. The water is $2, €2.
Pour assurer votre sécurité.
I have made it to Republique. Feels good. The way France, or rather Paris, is set up is that there are these arrondissements, this neighborhoods. I'm going to the 3rd one right now. I think you would say arrondissement. Arrondissement? Arrondissement, I'm thinking. 3rd one is where this coffee shop is. Republique is just close to it. The neighborhoods kind of go in a spiral as you get closer toward the city center. So Nation's a little bit further out. Let's take this walk. I'm so thirsty. Oh, that was an adventure. This is something I don't know that I've ever seen before living in New York City. Toilets. And you can even fill up your water here. I just don't know that I trust it, so I'm still gonna not fill up my water here. There are electric car chargers right here on the street. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. There's so many vintage stores over here. It's giving like if Soho were less popular. Oh, there's an H&M. No way. One thing I'm noticing though here in Paris is that the streets are designed so weird. So like take a look, like basically getting anywhere it feels really complicated because you're going down like weird diagonals. And then you need to suddenly come over here. You can easily be messed up. New York is so easy because it's literally a grid. I think I need to make a right. This is so confusing. All right, I'm gonna keep going. So confused. This place is so pretty. I believe it's called Cafe Tortoni. Oh, this place is so cool. Sweet lady just came up to me and I wish I could help her so bad. This is why I have to learn French. She just came up to me, she's like, excusez-moi, with this whole question, and I'm like, I have no clue, I'm so sorry. And she's like, oh, you don't speak French, it's okay, it's okay. I'm like, anglais. Almost forgot I was vlogging my day because I just got out of RECTOR VERSO. All I have is that little clip. I didn't take no pictures or anything, y'all, because this place, you might even be able to see on Yelp. They don't want any laptops out, and they are bold about it. I don't think in any of the cafes I've been to around the world, I mean, I'm talking Canada, Mexico, I have never seen a place be so serious about protecting their space. They don't want people taking pictures for sponsored content. All of these trendy cafes, in America, there's this culture to really glamorize, like think Community Goods in West Hollywood, right out in LA. You will have these people who will come from all over just to take pictures, just to make their Instagram reel, just to review the food, just to make their TikTok. And this place, and I think a number of the places in Paris that are like this, these more trendy coffee shops, they are actually anti this. They are against this. And they're very forward about it. They write about it in their Instagram bios. This other place I was going to check out, Candle Kids Coffee, seems very Gen Z, and yet still had in their bio on their Instagram saying no laptops on the weekends. Another place I wanted to check out too, and I was like, man, I really want to do work on my laptop while I'm in this cafe. And then I was like, okay, I really want to check out RECTOR VERSO. They too are like no laptops allowed. They even have a sign when you walk in just expressing how important their space is to them. This place is named after an album that they listened to when they first moved to Paris in 2017, and how they just have this story and they want this space to be special. They want this place to be a place that you meet with your friends, that you read a book, that you take in life. And because of that, I was able to notice all the details. I probably would have never noticed the exit sign on the ceiling, or just the tiles that I was leaning against, or I don't know, the people in the store and what they were wearing and how the workers were. Like, I probably wouldn't have noticed those details that make our life, because I couldn't go on my laptop. And they also don't have Wi-Fi. I was trying not to be on my phone because of the culture that they created. And I found myself in my journal making like a crossword puzzle. And I'll actually show you guys. This is actually pretty cool. I made this crossword puzzle about love and details and sex and I don't know, just flying and travel and Paris and transatlantic and just the goodness of the world and my life and how grateful I am and how important it is to have a grateful heart. And just, I tried to draw the Eiffel Tower. I had second attempt. I think the plane I did pretty okay. This was the cookie that is in the store. You can get a little cookie that has the name of the store. There's this chocolate on it, and then there's this layer in between the chocolate and the base of the cookie that is caramel or honey or something. It's very good. I thought people in LA didn't care that you were filming. No one in Paris cares that you're filming. It's so cool. Let's go to a boulangerie, then a bookstore. No one's looking at me. It's so cool. Like, it just feels like I'm able to focus on you and this story of this day, and that's just awesome. All right, let's go. You know what I want to know from being here? Why is English so different? Spanish and French are both Latin languages. They're both so close. Puerta in French, door. La puerta, Spanish, door, right? Like, or gate. So it's just really, really interesting that there's these two, that the English is so different. Maybe that's why it's harder to learn a new language when you're coming from English. Anyway, here's the boulangerie. The boulangerie. Bagel that has salmon in it. Yesterday I had salmon too, because they don't have turkey. It's not a thing here. I don't eat chicken. It did look really good, the chicken salad baguette. Look at it. I just cracked the back of my phone screen so bad. Let's try it. Oh my god. The best croissant I've ever had. This is what croissants supposed to taste like. And it was so cheap. Nice and flaky on the outside, but the inside, and it's light. I eat croissants when I fly business class. And I don't know if it's just you're flying, so it's too much. It tastes like Americanized. American croissants, they're too heavy. The batter or whatever's used to make them is just too heavy. It's so light and it makes you want to eat it. The croissants that I try from America, I never want to finish. Oh my gosh. What kind of H&M is this? Is it real? I'm so confused. maybe they only have a women's section. This is the coolest H&M I've ever been to. I understand why Paris is where fashion is. So I was able to ask someone, again, what you say, parlez-vous anglais? He says, a little bit, tell me. And I was just like, men's section? He was like, no, men's section. And then when you're leaving, what you say is bonne journée. In New York, you wouldn't even say anything to security as you leave or as you enter. But here you say, you know, bonne journée means good day to you. And they said bonne journée, au revoir or something. I don't know what au revoir means, but everyone says that here. Americans need more shame. We need more shame, y'all. I feel so embarrassed, and I don't think a lot of Americans feel that way. If I can't speak the language, or someone says something to me and I don't understand, I feel ashamed. That pit of your stomach feeling, where you're just like, oh, I didn't know what they said. I wanted to respond, you know, I couldn't help that person. I feel so much shame. I don't think most Americans feel that way. I think most Americans are okay with it. Just trying to screw the cap off the water bottle, but all the water bottles, even on the flight here, are attached in the back. They're literally made like that. I guess so you don't litter and lose the cap. Should look that up too. Okay. So, I am in the heart of the Marais, an area where you can go shopping. It's just kind of this central, I mean, you can take a look. It's just super crowded. There's Aesop, Nike, Muji, there's Stussy, Supreme, Carhartt, like these big brands are in the Marais. I just passed out, oh, there's gross, there's so many flies. Ugh. So if you notice, this is a street here, and yet everyone is in the street. I heard that Paris had just kind of focused on biking and on less cars, and you can see it here, it's pretty cool. In Damon's video about Paris for the Olympics, he talks about coming to this. I'm pretty sure it's this, it's a church, these steps that he was like, it'd be the perfect date.
What are the cute date spots? Okay, I want to show you this. Okay, here's what you're gonna do. You're going to meet on the steps of this place. You're meeting on these steps right here. Come on, tell me. Shall to swing my way. These steps, perfect place. It's like a very Paris place. I don't know if the bell still goes off, you know, every hour. Oh, that'd be so nice.
So cool that I just ended up here without even thinking about it or trying to make it happen, you know? I just kind of watched the video and ended up here. But also goes to show how popular the Marais is. So as I think you guys know, Damon Domonique is a huge inspiration to me. I've literally mentioned him in every video I make these days because he is the closest person I can look up to right now. He wrote this book and I've not had the chance to read it, and I was like, when I'm in Paris, where he lives, I should buy it. So hopefully this bookstore has it. Let's see, this is Smith & Son. I don't know where I am. Enjoy.
genre des bottes, une bague et tout, tu vois. Ça en fait des cadeaux, gaulerie, en mode c'est ta...
Days like today that start in a hostel, sharing a room with people you've never met from countries you've never even been to, that end with chocolate eclairs and other treats you don't even know how to pronounce, that leave you feeling good and not gross as you adore the Eiffel Tower, are the reason to go at life head first. Because even if you start not knowing, this day, today, is proof that you will find your way, even when submerged in a culture you've never experienced that speaks a language you don't, in a city designed more differently than you've ever walked through. You will find your way. You'll find your Metro 2 when your 56 is rerouted. You'll find the book you've wanted to read, even if it's the last copy. And you'll find the bonsoir to your goodnight.